day off. Huh? Well, but anyway, we were rather, well, it's 6 miles, it's a long walk, but we went out that morning, headed down the highway, and our dismay turned to glee and joy as we began finding full cans of beer in the ditch. By the time we were up at the end of our 6-mile stretch for our noon lunch, we had a nice drink, albeit it was a warm drink. But when you're in 8th grade, a beer is a beer.
So you didn't save it; you opened it and consumed it during your cleanup project.
Yes, sir, we did.
Well, there it was. It was part of the earth, and you were cleaning it up. That's a great move on your part.
And we threw the cans right in the county truck as it left.
Amazing. Well, you know, you've reminded me of something here. 1970, you're in the 8th grade. 1970 was my first year of college. And I escaped all of this in school. There was no Earth Day when I was in school. First Earth Day 22 years ago, so, not 22 years ago, April 27th, whatever it was, I was not bombarded with this stuff. The only thing I was bombarded with in school, and it started in 1969, so I was 8, this was my senior year. The early stages of feminism. And I knew even then what was happening. I wasn't able to spell it out for people, but there's something about it that I knew wasn't right. It didn't make any sense. It was about creating war and struggle between the sexes. So I sit here and I'm thankful that as a young skull full of mush, none of this indoctrination was ever attempted on me, because I got out of school before it was actually being done in earnest. And of course I only went to a semester and a half of college, and there wasn't much of that kind of stuff. It was during the Vietnam War. Kent State happened in my first semester in college, and that was one of the big focal discussion points on campus. Earth Day and these social causes, environmental wacko causes, hadn't really surfaced to the point that I had been the object of indoctrination efforts. So that's why I'm a little bit more tolerant around those who did not get out of school as soon as I did. If you spent your junior high years, your grade school years, then your high school years being subjected to this indoctrination for all those years, it's understandable. You're going to graduate with your mind a little bit polluted, and it's going to take a lot more extra effort to depollute that mind than mine did, because it never got polluted in the first place.
Finally.